Hey guys, I am in Lake Vättern, the second largest lake in Sweden, and it is 2100 hours around approximately 9 o'clock here in Sweden. Sit tight and watch this video to the end, then you understand. I am here because Swedish government has given me the right, and this right is also extended to everyone, both indigenous Swedish people and immigrants like me who live here in Sweden. This is possible because they understand that everyone have the right to association, to live as they are created. However, where I come from, Igbo is under a kind of chaos right now. The British government, via the Nigerian government agents in Nigeria, call them governors or whatever, had put a ban that people who practice Igbo way of life must get a license, and they would also stop coming to the rivers to make sacrifices or pray or make any kind of libation. I come to this lake all the time, most times, and when things are quite difficult, most times, I come here and I make my libations as an Igbo person. I am not a Christian, and I see the results. Yes, a lot of people might call this ignorant. Mind you, I have studied in Nigeria, I have studied here in Europe. I am not that ignorant as you might think. But what I know, anyone who is living as they are created would only live that in their essence. A Swedish person can only be happy, thrive, and succeed in whatever they do as a Swedish person. A German can only succeed as a German person. They cannot succeed as an Igbo person. They can only succeed as a German person in being a German truly, both in their way of life. Now, in debate, sometimes you have to give and take. I support the Anambra State government in one way, in this ban and this chaos that is going on, only in the area where the Igbo who practice Igbo way of life come and pollute the aquatic ecosystem. I don't support you to come to the rivers where we have that is highly polluted because of oil exploration and exploitation going on there, and at the same time you're pouring chemicals. I see people pollute aquatic ecosystem by pouring soft drinks, minerals like Fanta, things that has chemical components that would destroy the aquatic ecosystem. I don't support that. And I don't support people coming here and just like littering the environment. I practice Igbo way of life. I don't kill anything, I don't sacrifice anything, because I don't believe that the power of creation that has created everything will demand and require that I present blood. The power of creation created animals, everything that has blood. If the power of creation wants blood, the power of creation would go in and into the lab, wherever the power of creation created us, will go in and take big amount of blood and drink. If they want goat or whatever, they will just create goat. This is why I don't sacrifice anything, and I don't have to. I am created. The power of creation should provide to me, and I don't need to provide to the power of creation. It's just like coming to Elon Musk and Elon Musk demanding you to sacrifice a Tesla to Elon Musk that provides Tesla. So this is the same argument that I always make, that the power of creation does not need any kind of sacrifice, doesn't need blood, doesn't need goat. Moreover, these things are littering and destroying the environment. I always come down to the lake here, and it's such a shame. I practice my Igbo way of life abroad, where I live today.
If you are still here watching by this time, kindly subscribe, like, share. Thank you very much.
If I was in Nigeria that is occupying Igbo land, I wouldn't do this freely, because one, they fear there is insecurity issue around here. You cannot come to the river by this time, and I'm here almost 9:30 by now at night making this video, and I come here most times quiet and stay. You can even sleep around here. The only problem you have that maybe wild animals could come and attack you, which I don't condone. But if there is light, you can stay here and nothing will come here and harm you. So I'm able to do this because the Swedish government has given us that power. The level of security I enjoy in Sweden is the same level of security that the Prime Minister is enjoying. And this is also the game that you don't understand, Ndi Igbo, that is playing out in our land. The government know that they cannot provide you security. They know that they cannot provide you education. Health, they will not provide you. economy they will not fix. This is why they are attacking Igbo way of life. And you know what? In the Igbo way of life, it says, Ashikama na beke, meaning that it is always great to lie in English. Because in Igbo way of life, there is no way you can lie. You either, if you lie physically, we can still catch you by metaphysics. So there is no way. And for them to hide by giving support to Christianity and telling you that Anambra is a Christian state, is a way of, yeah, they are working hand in hand with Christianity. Because a lot of poor people, I wouldn't call them poor because no one in Igbo land is poor. The government made them poor. And they have been brainwashed to go to church, to turn to God, for them to have a kind of success. They know that these things are not, it doesn't work. And since they cannot provide you education, they cannot provide you health, good health care, they cannot provide you, the economy can never be stable. They will push you towards this, they will push you to the agent. You will pray forever. There will not be any kind of success. And I know no one has ever recorded success in going to church and say they are praying. You have to do something. Now, you know, they have to unleash this attack on the Igbo who practice Igbo way of life. Because a lot of people are awakening. And every time the Igbo comes close to telling the world, to showcasing what we have to the world, the government will come and to truncate this. Ndi Igbo has very unique way of life, and a lot of people don't even know that. You can only showcase the Igbo only by expressing the Igbo way of life through spirituality and the way we live. And you know what it means for you to showcase all these things. You have to be this, you have to practice, you have to be in your essence for you to showcase who you are. And you are not able to do that because there is a ban for you to practice who you are. I am doing this almost 10 o'clock at night. I'm still here. Almost 10 o'clock at night. You can't see nothing. This is the second largest lake in Sweden. And this is why I love Sweden. These are people who know who they are. These are people who know that freedom is universal. These are people, through their government, have guaranteed that when you are living here peacefully, practice whatever you want to practice, but do not use your way of life to infringe on another person's right. And this is what we are saying. Ndi Omenala and Odinala that are being persecuted today own the land that these churches are being built on. We are the landlords. We own the land. This is our land, and you are telling the landlord to get out for the tenants to take over. And only the tenants has a right to practice the land we have given. And we know how this land came. These are land we know. And if you want us to unearth all this, you know that there will never be peace in Igbo land. And what we are saying right now is this. Allow the people to live as they are created. Allow the people to come to the rivers. And what I would encourage my fellow Odinala people and Omenala, Ndi Igbo, practice Igbo way of life. What I encourage you is that, yes, we have to live with the reality of today. Stop wasting food. Stop polluting aquatic ecosystem by bringing chemicals in terms of sacrifices. You are destroying the fish. We have a problem in our hand with oil exploration and exploitation that is polluting the aquatic ecosystem in where we come from, in that environment where we come from. And you are also coming to support by destroying the place. Come to the rivers, whichever river you can go to. Go there, make your prayers, do your libations, but do not pollute the environment. Never you try to pollute the environment. This is where I will support the state government. Anyone seen polluting the aquatic ecosystem by dropping chemicals, call it these fantas I see. These are killing fishes and every organism that live in the river. These are killing them. So I don't support that. However, we need to pass this message, and this message is: you know that you cannot provide education, you cannot provide health, you cannot make the economy stable, and you are using every opportunity to subdue The only way that people will know the truth, because it is in the Igbo way of life that you know that you can never lie in Igbo way of life. And you only lie by sending these people to the church, by using Christianity to make it look as something is working. You can hear the lake. You can hear the lake. You can listen. I am free here. I am still here. I can't do this in Igbo land today. I could remember my mother telling me in the early 60s, they go to the rivers at night. They go to the river when there's full moon. You see my mother, they'll go to the river. Mother is from Awaka in Owerri. In Awaka, they don't have river. The neighboring community, which is Ebu, has a river. My mother told me, whenever they see there is a full moon, at night, by 3, by 1, whenever there is full moon is out, they go down to the river. The only thing that they hear in the river, the river turtle, drumming, they drumming, that's what they hear. But today, this is not possible because the government failed. There is a lot of fear. Another thing that people fear today is because of Christianity. It has a lot of this issue of nonsense fear, this Satan and God business, where you put people fear and you say this one, that one lives. Nothing lives here. You can sleep over here. Nothing happens. What pains me in all this charade, it's any time that we are close to record a success for Igbo people to show who we are, the unique Igbo way of life. Did you know that we have only 4 days in our week compared to the Julian calendar, which has 7 days? Did you know that we have 7 weeks, which makes our 1 month in Igbo? In Igbo? Did you know that we have 13th month because we practice? We have a lunar calendar compared to Julian calendar, which is 12 months. A people who are more than 60 million in population have been in bondage, have been trampled, not to showcase what they have. Sweden is less than 12 million. And Sweden has been showing the world what they have. And look at 60 million people. Even the little ones that you can share. I see at work, whenever there is a festival in India, my organization, which is the biggest logistic integrator, Maersk, will celebrate Diwali for Indians. Whenever there is an celebration for the people who practice Islam, they would put it out for Ramadan. But look at people who are 60 million people. No one hears about you because the government is pushing you down. Because for you to succeed, it means that there will not be government. The Igbo way of life does not require corruption. There is no corruption in our land because you cannot practice corruption in the Igbo way of life. We would catch you in the Igbo way. So in debate, you concede most times, even though you are having the winning argument, you have to give something. Yes, what I don't condone is India other practitioners coming to the rivers and polluting everywhere with nonsense, with chemicals. If you think that you really want to come and do this, do sacrifice, do it with things that are organic, at least that the fish can eat and not die, and other things that are thriving in the aquatic ecosystem. So, and you come to river banks, you see plastics being littered everywhere. I don't condone those kind of nonsense. And this is where we as Ndi Igbo who practice Igbo way of life should do better. We have to live in the reality of today. The reality of today means that there is a lot of pollution in the world, and we are littering plastic that will never decay. So these are the things that we need to update. The people who made Igbo never littered the rivers. If they littered it, there will not be river for us. And today you are coming to destroy because you think you are practicing this or that. These are reasons why I would support the government in this area. Now, another thing I want you to understand. A lot of people who think they are Christians today and laughing and sitting by saying, yeah, the ordinary people are idol worshippers, they are pagans, they are this and that. Soon, the Nigerian government, through their agents, will still come one day and tell you that you cannot eat ofe olubu. And ofe olubu is Igbo. And will tell you that you cannot eat ofe owere. You cannot eat ofe okazi and achara. I want you to understand, because you are laughing at Ndi Igbo who practice Igbo way of life today. Soon, they will wake up and tell you, you cannot eat ofolu. You understand, omesanya, you may see me. Today, whatever affects you, even though you are a Christian, myself, I denounce Christianity almost 2 decades now, and I'm the only person in my family who does not practice Christianity. And people think that I'm going to burn in hell. And look, the hell I don't believe. How should I burn in a hell that I don't believe? You see? So what I want you guys to understand is this. Soon, Ofolubu will be banned. The Christians eat Ofolubu, and Ndi Omenala, like us, also eat Ofolubu. And when it is banned, then you understand what is happening. There is a plan to really destroy you as a people. First, it will come with who you are, your way of life. When it's being destroyed, you don't have any backbone. I understand that we have been living as a people who have been defeated. We were not defeated in the war because we were not strong. We were defeated by the coalition of the West, by giving the Nigerian government the support to really to win that war. And that war has ended for over 50 years now. I think we should come out of this people, out of the loser mentality, and demand that we are also a people in that colonial arrangement called Nigeria. We should stop living in fear. This is a sensitive debate. However, I have 2 boys. They are growing, and we live abroad. If I die today, I will be an ancestor. And these are the things for them to understand, that I did not support this nonsense that is going on in the land. And this is also evident for them to know that they should always stand to be Ndi Igbo. And whenever that their rights are being infringed, that they need to speak up. I am telling you, Ndi Igbo, that this will not end with Ndi Odinala like me. Soon, they are coming for your Ofolubu. And then, you would understand what this is all about. Freedom is everyone's right, and no one's right should be pocketed. The way that the people that we have given the land, we know how Christians are thriving in our land. We know how they are thriving in the land by fiat that the government had confiscated the land. You have made the people poor by taking the land. Normally, everyone in Igbo land should own a land. Every land in Igbo land is under the authority of the governor. They can come today and say, in my land, they will just take it. Maybe they will give a compensation, but they don't have that right. They shouldn't have that right. I call this argument that government is making mindless. Do you know why I call it mindless? When you go to the Roman churches in Igbo land, they do their sacramentals, they do their sacrifices, they burn their incense when they are breaking the bread and the communion time. So go to the Christian side and tell them, no, you guys should not drink your altar, what you call altar wine, and eat your bread and things like that. Why are you infringing on the rights of Ndi Igbo who are holding on to the land? Why are you destroying your own people? Why do you hate yourself, black man? This is the question I'm asking. What has happened to you? Why do you hate yourself? The more you are hating on yourself, Odinala, you don't know what you are doing to yourself. You are attacking the people. Yes, there are a lot of ignorant ones among us who, because I wouldn't say that everybody who practice Igbo way of life are Odinala and Omenala Igbo. Really, it's enlightened, or it's living upright. There are stupid ones who believe that they can make money through rituals and things like that. When you catch people like that, I encourage you to lock them up. I encourage you also to rehabilitate them. Yes, and put them back in the society. That is what it is. Wherever anyone has gone astray, when you hit a child with your right hand, you take the child back with the left hand. So what I'm saying here is that all the people who have gone astray, you need to reintegrate them into the society, empower them, yes, but they must serve their jail time. Now, this is a message to Ndi Igbo. For a long time, we have been shortchanged. This is just because we have lost our way of life. We have lost who we are. and you were able to be in shortchanged in your land because you don't know who you are. Because if you know who you are, you wouldn't allow the government to come. Here in Sweden, this nonsense would not happen. Less than 110 years ago, the women of this country stood, demanded for their rights. The workers of this country stood, demanded their rights, which I am enjoying. Yes, you need to put on the work. This is not the issue of going to the church when you are hungry. I see that the state government, sometimes they are mindless in the laws that they make. You are telling people to join Christianity, people who are not reasoning in that place. I have seen instances where buildings, markets will be on fire. You see people praying. In Sweden, it doesn't happen. When anything is on fire, the first thing you do, you use your extinguisher at home, and if the fire has gone out of hand, you call the firemen. They will come. But these are the people that the government is pushing you to go to the church, where people do not reason. They only pray. You don't use prayers to solve problems. You act. This is also why they are fighting you, Ndi Igbo, because we believe in aka aja aja metro ọnụ mmanụ mmanụ. We believe that mmadụ aga Africa cannot okwu to solve an issue. But because when they push you to the Christian side, they don't have any job to do. The people will be hungry and praying in the church, while the government is looting. So, but here in Sweden, such nonsense does not happen. You have to go and work. So guys, Ndi Igbo, it is left for you not to allow this thing to continue. Everyone should cry out. I still have to say this again. When they come for Omenala, you are laughing. Soon they will come for Olubu, and everyone enjoys Olubu. And then, Omesimi, Ye Mesanya, Udo Dirunu.